Log in, family. Tonight, we re-peeling back the layers on a man who didn't just play music, he was the signal. A raw, crackling broadcast from the heart of the Crescent City. We're talking about Louis Paul Bankston, the King of Harahan. This wasn't a man chasing fame and fortune. Nah. He once set his master plan for world domination. Involved cashing in cups of loose change at a Coinstar machine and pickling okra in a house he called the mothership. He didn't want the throne. He just wanted to keep the music going, to keep that signal alive and kicking. He was the real deal, a walking, talking embodiment of rock and roll grit, born and bred in the humid air of Louisiana. His world wasn't about glamour. It was about the sound, the feeling, the raw energy that poured out of him like sweat on a hot August night. He lived in the notes, between the frets, a king in his own kingdom of beautiful noise. In '99, when his other bands took a break, did Louis hang up his guitar? Not a chance. He doubled down. He became the King Louis one-man band. Picture this. Him sitting there, a Gibson Flying V in his hands, one foot stomping out a primal rhythm on a bass drum, the other keeping time on a hi-hat or a mess of cowbells, always cowbells. It was a beautiful, chaotic spectacle. It was sloppy, it was smart, and it sounded like a grease fire in a back-alley kitchen that just refused to be put out. This wasn't some polished studio act. This was pure, uncut rock and roll, a one-man onslaught of sound. He was the whole damn band, the conductor and the orchestra all rolled into one. It was a testament to his sheer will, the idea that nothing, not even the absence of a full band, could stop the music from pouring out of him. It was a sound born of necessity and genius. And his songs? Man, they were the bitter truths of a rock and roll lifer. Scrawled on napkins, born in late-night jams, and delivered with a sneer and a wink. Tracks like I'm 13 and Too Ugly to Live, or the classic Beat Up by a Girl. They were hilarious, heartbreaking, and brutally honest, all at the same time. He grew up working in his family's hardware store, a place of nuts, bolts, and practical things. But Louis saw the potential for something more. He turned it into a skate shop, drawn to the speed, the noise, the controlled chaos of it all. That's where he found his tribe, his rhythm. He lived his life somewhere between the feedback of a guitar solo and a soulful ooh la la, always looking for that sweet spot, that moment of happiness right in the middle of all the mess. His music was the soundtrack to that search, a field guide to navigating life's beautiful disasters. But tragedy, it has a way of finding the king. It follows the most brilliant lights. He co-wrote the power pop masterpiece, Guitar Romantic, with the Exploding Hearts. It was perfect. It was pure energy, a lightning strike of melody and hooks. But in 2003, a dark San Francisco highway claimed the lives of his bandmates in a horrific van accident. The music world lost a phenomenal band, and Louis lost his brothers. He walked away from the wreckage, but he carried the weight of it, the echoes of their laughter and the ghost of their sound. He walked away with the songs, a heavy heart, and an unbreakable drive to keep playing for the ones who couldn't anymore. That kind of loss would shatter most people, but for Louis, it became fuel. It hardened his resolve and deepened his music, adding a layer of poignant survival to his already powerful signal. Through it all, he just kept creating. He released 53 records on vinyl. 53. Because for him, the most important thing for an artist was just to get it out there. Don't overthink it. Don't perfect it to death. Capture the moment, press it to wax, and send it out into the world. Let it live. He passed away in 2022, his heart finally giving out after a life lived at 100 miles per hour every single day. But even from the other side, the signal is crystal clear. It's still broadcasting. His final anthology, a collection fittingly called Harahan Fats, was released in 2023 by Garner Records, a final powerful transmission from the mothership. It's a monument to his relentless spirit, a confirmation that the music, the real stuff, never truly dies. It just finds a new frequency. King Louis didn't follow a rule book. He wasn't playing a part. He was a wild card, a beautiful, personal mess of notes that somehow, against all odds, made perfect sense. He was the genuine article in a world full of copies. Assistant, keep that Coinstar cup ready. We're pickling some okra and building the mothership right here in the garage. We're going to make some noise of our own. Be the fix. I'm BRO, signing off.